Let it drop, let it go. A little push. Good, wiggle that left big toe, drop that shoulder, let it go.
Ooh.
You good?
That sounded nasty.
So glad you're here. So this is your first time today, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. And so we were just talking a little bit about what's going on, but what you're noticing more is a sensation like you're on a boat. You're rocking, even though you're not moving.
Yeah.
So it's not a spinning type of vertigo.
It's just like a rocky.
Yeah. Okay. And that happens pretty daily?
Yeah, if I'm standing stationary.
What makes it stop?
If I hold on to something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do have to hold on to something?
Yeah,
and,
like I'll, like if I'm standing on a counter somewhere, I'll like lean onto the counter a little bit with my hands.
Okay.
So people aren't like, oh, is she like, because it feels like I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it's from.
Okay. And it's been going on for
a
little bit?
A little bit.
Okay. All right. So we're going to check a couple things before we get started. So I'm going to have you sit here facing, sit that way here, and I'll stand behind you.
Should I take my shoes off or?
Yeah, go ahead and slip your shoes off there, and then I'm going to have you sit here facing towards the mirror.
So like,
and swing your leg. Yeah, perfect. Yes. Okay, so there's just a couple things, because vertigo or that dizziness or imbalanced sensation can come from a few different things, but a lot of times it's the upper neck. Ooh.
It's tight.
Yeah, do you feel that?
Yes.
That on the left side. So what I'm looking for is, so I'm feeling your occiput here, that's the base of your skull. Then I'm coming down and I'm feeling for that first cervical vertebra. And yours is literally sticking out.
Really?
To the left.
Oh my gosh.
I can feel that. Now I don't have a picture of it, so I can't show you, but I do this every day, and I can definitely feel that. So there may be something there. And the reason that affects the balance is the blood supply to your brain, the nerve supply to your brain comes out of that part of your neck. It also goes to your ear, so it could be inner ear things. So there's lots of things we have to think about.
Okay.
But before I adjust your spine, I want to make sure that all that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because this is your first time getting adjusted, right?
Yeah.
First time with me, but first time
in general.
ever. Yeah. So I feel honored. It's always fun. Yeah, you got some tight spots. And then you said you have a 2-year-old?
Yes.
Okay.
And everything pretty much started after I had her. So like all that stress and like
how was her birth?
So easy.
It was easy.
I pushed her out in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't have any issues?
The postpartum period was hard.
Okay. Why do you think that was?
I was getting postpartum panic attacks every day.
Really?
Yeah, on the daily.
And what did you do to manage that?
Unfortunately, I had to take medication for it.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. I tried everything. I tried CBD. I tried everything. Nothing was helping.
Okay.
So.
What were you panicking about?
I don't know.
It would just be
I'm like a hypochondriac.
Okay.
So I think that like something's wrong with me, but nothing's really.
So do you Google everything?
Yeah, that's what my issue is.
So I'm just gonna check you out while you're sitting. You even sit a little bit crooked. So actually I'm gonna have you stand up. I'm gonna look at you from behind. So, yeah, just face that way. Perfect. So everybody's got a pattern. And that's a result of everything you've been through so far, right? Being born, riding a bike, having
whole
babies.
Life cycle.
Right.
Yep.
All of that. And then, so your right hip is lower than your left. I don't know if you can see that,
I've noticed that before.
So then you have a little bit of tilt there.
And I feel it when I walk too.
And then you said you have a little low back pain, right? From the epidural?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. That's a common thing. I see that more often than you'd think. So I want you to raise your right knee up. Yep, and then down. Let's go a little higher and down. Okay, left knee up. Good, and down. Okay, good. So that's a little stiff. You're rotated there. So then have a seat back again. So I'm just gonna do a couple checks. They're not fun, but we're gonna have you just follow my pen, okay? Good, good. And then you're gonna follow. Good, right. So no issues with that. No. So I'm just making sure there's no nystagmus or wiggly eyes. So then you're gonna just follow my pen up to the corner. Good, any issue there?
No.
Good, and then we're gonna come up here. Any issue there?
No.
Good. So now you're gonna stand up for me and you're gonna touch fingertip to nose. Good, and down. And the other hand, good. Now close your eyes and do that. I'll make sure you don't fall. Good, found your nose, good. Other, Good. Okay. Any issue with that?
No.
Okay, good. So that's just making sure there's no occlusion in the vertebral artery, making sure we don't have any issue with that.
Okay.
So let's do that. Just have you turn your head and look up. Good. Just gonna give you a second, see if there's any dizziness or lightheadedness.
No.
Okay, and let's just go the other way. Just make sure.
No.
Okay, good. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna just actually do another little test and see how your pelvis moves. I do this on everybody. We're gonna stand on the block.
Okay.
Do you work out? Do you lift weights or anything?
I used to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this isn't a test for weightlifting or anything like that. I'm just looking to see how the hips are moving. So we're gonna just come down low.
Okay.
And I just want to see if you can go low, if you can stay, and then what that looks like.
Okay.
Because that helps me see what might be going on in the low back. Yeah. Okay. Any issue there? Do you feel it pulling at all?
No, not really.
Okay, and then go ahead and stand back up. Good. Okay. So no pain really.
No.
Okay, because I can just see a little
Yeah, it's
twisting.
just like a twisting, yeah.
Yeah, and that's you compensating to get down.
Yeah.
And that pain in the low back from the epidural, that's a common thing. I
Yeah,
see that.
I've read about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hypochondriac self has read everything.
So that leads us to the adjustment. So you're a little bit nervous about getting adjusted?
Yeah.
Okay. About it hurting?
Mainly
about
the sound.
Okay. So the sound is gas coming out of the joint capsule. So in your spine you have, it houses your spinal cord, so it has a very important job, but these are all joints.
Okay.
Right? All along the spine. So here's your neck, here's the middle back, and here's your lower back, the lumbars. Each one of these, where the vertebrae line up together, ooh, this poor guy. So everywhere they're connected, see how they're connected there?
Yeah.
There's soft tissue that connects those. So that's the joint capsule. So that's where the noise comes out of.
Okay.
It isn't bones grinding or
Neck breaking.
no.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
And I do, I check before I adjust anybody's neck. But and I'll check you before I adjust anything. But like I said, nothing I do should hurt. It just might be weird. We'll go slow.
All right.
You let me know if anything bothers you.
Okay.
And we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have you on your stomach. You're going to put your face right in the middle there.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, I'm so glad you decided it was time.
Yeah, I think it was needed.
Yeah, good.
Do you think I might have like a little scoliosis?
If you do, that's also really common. If you do, it's mild. I didn't notice any major. And what happens inside your pattern, because your right hip is lower, then you can have a little curve here.
Okay.
And you might have decreased curve. You might have a little here, but nothing that I would call like
Anything major,
this would be idiopathic. So this is like, we don't know why it came up, as opposed to like congenital, when someone has it when they're young and then doesn't outgrow it. So you develop this because of your pattern.
Okay.
Because everything feels pretty even as I run down your spine. You have a little increased musculature here, a little increased tension. And I think that's just a normal compensation for you. That's what you've done to make this work. And I'm all about how the body works to protect us. Your body is amazing, right? And it's self-healing. But because our environment is not perfect, that's where I come in. And I can just make some correction.
And you're the healer.
Well, your body heals. I think I just can see things and offer a little bit different pattern. Help you be in balance. That's what I like to talk about, balance. Because I'm not trying to fix everything. Okay, so you're right. I'm going to adjust this pelvis first. So I use an instrument called an activator. I didn't show it to you, but you'll feel that that's what it feels like. And that's what I do on specific parts. I'm trying to be very specific. Good. So I'm just setting the ilium and the sacrum. So does this dizziness affect your work or when you're with your daughter or anything?
No, I mean, not really. It's just like, it just happens a lot. It's just like, if I go out, like if I'm at the mall or anything, like I just feel like I'm on a boat constantly.
Ugh. Do you get nauseous too? Like,
no, it's just mainly gives me anxiety. And it's like, even when I'm walking sometimes, I guess since I do have like, my hips are like not even, I feel it when I walk.
okay.
So I feel like I'm like walking sideways
Yeah.
or like at an angle.
So yeah, we're gonna work on your hips a little bit. And this instrument makes the adjustment faster than you can really tense. So I can, I don't need as much force as say when I'm using my hands, even though I'm pretty gentle. So we're gonna work on this part through here. Let me just grab see if I can grab this real quick so we can hear if there's any cracks. I mean, we do like to hear that. Good. All right, so you're just gonna take a nice deep breath in and let it all out. Let it drop, a little push. Easy, right?
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
No, see. And you started cracking before I even really pushed, so you're doing great.
I'll probably crack a lot.
Deep breath in and all the way out. Good. We're going to just do a gentle push here. Let it drop. Let it go. Good. Good there? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
It's a fun.
You just have a few spots. Big breath in and all the way out. Good. Really let that drop. Let it go. Good. You're doing great.
Good.
Because there were some really tight spots. They were really stuck. So now we're going to try and make this part move a little better. So we're going to just stretch the neck. Little push and stretch. Good. Breathe in. And all the way out. Good. Let it drop. Let it drop. Good, girl. Good. Just a little stretch. That didn't make as much noise. That's fine. So I can still make correction even if we're not going to get a crack or a pop. Because really the crack or the pop doesn't mean that anything's been fixed necessarily. Otherwise people could fix themselves by cracking their own necks.
Yeah.
So usually when people crack themselves, they're cracking parts that are already moving too much. So I want you to turn your head and just look to the right. Just all the hair.
My hair extensions.
Okay, and head back to the middle. Good. So now I'm moving my way up to the neck, and you're gonna have to, just want you to shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Good, and relax. Good. Okay, so a little bit over there. So I'm gonna start in the lower neck. Well, I think, we were talking about that postpartum panic attacks and anxiety. I think it's fairly common. Shrug your shoulders, relax, but you've just been through this life-changing thing, right?
Yeah.
That's traumatic for both you and the baby. Even if everything goes, according to plan. And you have all these hormones that are changing and swirling around. So you have this, and then you have this baby to take care of. So I think it's all very normal, very common. And I don't ever say that chiropractic fixes anything or everything, but it balances the nervous system, right? And if we balance the nervous system, then we might have a little bit better or more healthier response to things, right?
Okay.
Lie on your left side. So, and I also do nutrition, so there's some targeted nutrition
Yeah.
that I've seen help with different types of, whether it be anxiety or depression. You're gonna rest your head down, and there we go. So I'm gonna move you a little closer to me. Just a little like.
So do you think that maybe like all that tension and stuff could have been a part of it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too,
Yeah.
because when I was like, I didn't breastfeed, so when I was, feeding her, my arm would hurt so bad.
Really?
All that tension in my shoulders.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a little like squeeze, and I'm gonna work on this joint right here. We're gonna just open that up a little. Good, so I'm gonna just use your shoulder and let's stretch you that way, and I'll bring you this way. So deep breath in, and all the way out. Let it go, let it drop, let it drop. Good. Good, okay. Now go the other way. Now we didn't get a big cracker pop that way, and that's okay, because I'm still opening up that joint, creating space. And we're gonna bring your bum towards me, just like that, good. So kind of tuck your tail, that way, good. I'm gonna take this arm, perfect. There we go, good. Big breath in, and let it all out. Good. Now you're gonna go on your back. You okay with all that?
Yes.
Good. So let's just see how this neck feels.
Yeah, I have a lot of tension in my neck.
Do you feel it now?
Coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a release.
Wow. So both the first two vertebrae. This feels like one massive complex over here. So, you've never had any type of injury?
No, none.
Just life.
Just life, just stress.
Yeah, I can feel this. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go real slow. I'm gonna have you uncross your legs. Perfect. And then we're just gonna stretch your head this way. Good. And you're gonna drop your shoulder. You feeling okay? Good. Wiggle that left big toe. Drop that shoulder. Let it go.
Ooh.
You good?
That sounded nasty.
Part of the neck one is because it's so close to your ears.
Yeah. It's like loud.
I mean, that was a good crack.
That was a really good crack.
Yeah, that was a good one. But, I mean, I think we're going to follow up with you because
Okay.
I think this might not be a one-time thing. I really hope it gets you some relief.
Yeah.
And what we'd look for is that it would happen less often, less intense. But it may take a time or two.
Yeah.
I was
I was planning on coming back regularly anyways. I really need to start doing that.
Good. This time I'm going to just drop that shoulder, the left shoulder down, wiggle the toe. Good. Yeah, I was waiting for you to relax that. You were really tight, but you did good. We're good. I got it all. I'm going to come down here.
So I wear heels a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can feel that, but
Do your feet hurt?
usually my toes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually my feet. That sounded really gross. Oh yeah.
People who watch this would beg to differ. I would beg to differ. But that's going to feel a lot better to you, right?
I already feel it. Feels better.
Because when you're in heels, you're essentially like sending all those nervous signals up into the back.
Okay.
Right, and that travels up the whole spine too.
Okay.
So I'm not going to tell you can't wear heels, but I'm just you
Yeah.
do it with full awareness, right? That it's hard on your body.
Yeah.
Looks great. Looks fabulous, but it's,
Yeah, it's a lot.
so then you just want to take extra care of your feet.
Okay.
So doing some soak, moving them. When you are barefoot, go out in the grass,
Okay.
drag your big toe. So what you're going to do is you're going to spread your toes apart. Yeah, as much as you can. So we want to try to get, yes, like that, right? Because then you're kind of giving these muscles some activation.
Okay.
You can drag the toe on the grass or on the carpet. That works the muscle between the first and second
Oh,
toe.
really?
And that helps to hold that, so good. Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, if you got a little foot care, I mean, you could probably use a massage too, but.
Yeah, I keep trying to get my husband to buy me one.
A massage?
Yeah, I'm like, please get me one. I need one so bad. I haven't had one in years.
Okay. Well, if you want me to write a note.
Yeah, you should. I'm serious. Please, like, be like, your wife needs a massage.
Okay. I'll put it on my letterhead. Dr. Mary Beth said.
It's so funny.
We have one here, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you want one, I have a really good one.
Yeah, my neck already feels like a little less tense.
Good. Is there any position that you notice the?
You mean the tension? Mm-hmm. Usually when I'm driving and like I'm in the same position for a while, or I'm like sitting at the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to work in an office and I was always at a computer, so I feel like that's also something that kind of contributed to that.
Mm-hmm. So you actually have pretty good rotation, internal rotation of the hips. You don't ever have any knee issues?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What kind of?
So I occasionally get aches in my kneecap.
Okay. This is okay though. This
feels fine. But like every once in a while, if I'm in a certain position, I will get, like if I'm like on the floor folding laundry, I'll like get up and my knee will like crack.
Okay.
I definitely feel myself aging. Unfortunately.
Well, then we need a massage.
Yeah.
Let's check your knees.
Okay.
Just because the knee is the helper of the foot, and the hips seem to be moving pretty good.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. Hold this leg out strong. Don't let me push it in. Good. Hold it out strong. So I'm just touching your knee, and now you can't do that. Hold that strong. Feel that? So
yeah.
That's locked in, and then I'm pushing. So just electricity. It means there's a short here, so I'm gonna work on that. So the patella is pulled out laterally or out to the side. Good. Hold this out. Now, a little easier. Let's check the femur. Oh, we got femur rotation too.
I'm a mess.
You're a hot mess.
Yeah. So I used to go to a lot of music festivals when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I used to walk miles and miles. Because like,
hold this out now.
You're always walking at those.
Yeah.
So that's also a contribution.
Were you in heels then?
No.
Oh. It was just a walk.
I was wearing like Doc Marten boots.
Oh. Hold that out strong. Let me push it in. Good. Okay, we're going to check this one. Hold that out strong. So kneecap and femur. So
the left knee is the one that usually bothers me.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they were both. This one is rotated externally, the other one's rotated internally.
Okay.
So
I'll twist it up.
Hold this up strong. Don't let me push it in. Hold it out. And now you can do that. And I can do that. And that.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, like I said, heels is going to be tough. So we're going to follow up with you.
Okay.
Stand up with me. How's that feel?
Feel better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look at your face. You look all bright. It does feel better,
like
doesn't it?
Up.
Yeah. I think that made a difference. Here, let me just feel.
Sorry, I sweated on your table.
You're fine.
I don't use antiperspirant, so.
That's okay. It's good. I don't either.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Okay, so they're still swollen. There's still a lot going on there, but that feels better. So
Okay.
That's a good start, I would say.
Okay, good.
A good start to what we were doing.
Awesome.
So now I just want you to try that squat just one more time.
Okay.
So we have a before and after of the lower body. Yeah. How's that feel being down here? It looks more level to me.
Okay.
Stand up. Good. It's moving pretty good. Like I said, you have good hip mobility. I'm glad we worked on your feet. And I think this looks much better. Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Okay.
So what I think we'll do is, so let's see, your homework.
Yes.
I think I just want you to be aware of when you notice what you're doing. What position is your head in? What position is your body?
Okay.
Pay attention to like your level of fatigue that day. I don't know how your rest is. And
It
nutrition?
varies.
Yeah.
Nutrition, I eat all organic. Like,
Okay.
I don't eat pork, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just pay attention to some of those things.
Okay.
And then as far as the only other thing I want you to do is if you're feeling tension up here, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades.
Like this?
Yes. So shoulders are down and back and you're squeezing right through here.
Okay.
Because then you're activating right between the shoulder blades, right? So down and back.
And that releases
We're
the tension?
Squeezing here. Yeah, it takes.
Okay.
So when these are firing, these will relax. And these
Okay.
are overfiring.
Yeah.
So by activating something else, we're going to release some of this tension.
Okay.
Because this is what's going to hold up your head.
Yeah.
Right? And then
Okay.
your glutes is important too I notice you sometimes tilt your butt back, which is really normal. I think a lot of girls do that. So we just have to kind of tuck the tailbone under just a little.
Okay.
That takes some of the pressure off of the back too.
Okay.
So those two things are your homework and the awareness. And then I think I want to follow up with you in a week.
Okay.
If we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, because then I want to kind of follow this a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay. And is there any sort of like supplement that you recommend at all to help with like tension, or like is there anything out there that helps with that?
Definitely. I think when people talk about tension, I think of minerals.
Okay.
So magnesium is really important. It's in over 300 processes in our bodies. And so that's a very common deficiency.
Yeah.
To take it orally sometimes can be problematic because
Yeah.
it can give you diarrhea.
Yeah.
And we may not absorb
I take chlorophyll. So
Okay.
chlorophyll like kind of messes with your stomach. But
Oh, it does. Okay. Well, actually, chlorophyll kind of deodorizes the gut.
it does.
So it helps.
Yeah.
And it's a blood builder, so
Yeah.
it's good for building blood. So I like it.
It's a detox.
Yeah. So, but I think like if you combine calcium and magnesium, would be a good thing to help relax.
Okay.
And to take some of that tension out.
Okay.
There's some adaptogens we could look at. So adrenal support. So if you are constantly in fight or flight.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. So to bring you back out of that, I would want to look at your adrenal glands
Okay.
and see. So actually I'll have you lie on your back. Let me just check real quick where we are at with that. So I can do a quick check. I would say next week, but if we check it this week, I can check next week how it does. Okay. So I'm just going to have you hold this arm and just going to resist my pressure. Don't pull or don't let me pull it. So match it just like that. Good. Match my pressure. And we want that to unlock. So you're blocked here.
Okay.
So that means that's something we're going to have to look at because then no matter what kind of adjustments or what nutrition we do, you're going to not get the full benefit of it. So I could check it right now real quick if we have a few minutes because I use a nutrition response technique and I'd want to find out why you're blocked. Because I'd want you to be able to. So first, there's 6 barriers to healing. The first is food. So I'm going to try to hold that on there. Match my pressure. Okay, so you said you eat healthy, but there's something food-wise that's bugging you a little bit. Good. So
my mom has celiac.
Okay. Actually, I need to lift that up. Good. Okay, and do you have any digestive issues?
Every once in a while will get like
Just one finger?
really bad gas pains.
Okay. Like pain?
Yeah. Like where I have to it doesn't come out. Like it's like stuck.
Okay.
Not going to the bathroom, but just like air.
Yeah. It doesn't come out or it does?
Eventually it does, but it's like trapped.
Do you eat a lot of nuts
No.
and seeds?
My husband's allergic. I can't have him in the house.
Okay. Well, good thing because you're reacting to that. What about beans?
Every once in a while.
So let's just see. Okay. So your body is really not digesting those very well. So that could be why.
Okay.
So even with healthy foods,
Yeah.
there's protective things in plants that keeps them from being able to be digested. In beans and legumes, they're called lectins. So that means when the animal eats it, it stays intact and the animal poops it out and plants a new plant and it survives, right? So same thing with us. We don't break it down and benefit from them unless we cook them very specifically. So
Okay.
pressure cooking beans is probably the best way to kind of break that down, be able to digest it. The other way is there is some supplements. Do you take anything for digestion right now?
No, I take probiotics, but it's just for like women's probiotic for like vaginal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So I was going to check your adrenals, and then we come here, and this is the way it happens all the time, is people then start to unfold the rest of the story. So then there's gas pains. You eat really healthy, but some of the foods is still you're not getting the benefit of the food,
Yeah.
right? So this is a digestive enzyme that I would recommend to help your body start to be able to break things down.
Okay.
I don't think it's an issue with your stomach like hydrochloric acid. I think it's some of the other things to help break down food. So I would start with this. And I like to keep things as simple as possible. See, now you're unblocked, so that's good. That's what I wanted. So now I can go ahead and check. Match my pressure. Match my pressure. Match my pressure. Good. Match my pressure. So you feel how that's a little harder than there.
Yeah.
So both your adrenal glands are a little bit under strain. If I press here, is that tender?
A little bit.
And there.
A little.
So this is going to be another good check for you. So your belly button's here. You're going to go an inch up and an inch out. These are the meridian points for the adrenal glands. And all we're doing is just helping the body work better. So I'm going to massage these. They're a little tender, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so breathe. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. Okay. Anytime you have pain in the body, it's a message. And so we're just looking to find out what's underneath that and what do we need to do to help it work better, right? So this is fatigue. It can be dizziness, lightheadedness, irritability, weird cravings, not being able to sleep, not feeling rested no matter how much you sleep.
Yeah, see, I don't feel rested. So, I mean, I usually sleep like 7-8 hours, but I was reading that women need like 9 to 10.
Does that feel a little less?
Feels better, yeah.
So I can feel that that's letting go. So that's something you can do. So you find your belly button, you go an inch up and an inch out, and then you gently massage.
Just press and massage?
And if it's tender, just keep going until it comes down.
Okay.
So that's something you
And that
can
helps
do.
with like fight or flight?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. So if you're ever having any of that, I do a lot of adrenal supplementation because I find it with women a lot. Good. So match my pressure. Good.
What causes that?
Feel how that's weak there, and then I'm gonna support the adrenal glands in that. So it's electricity. I know it's weird. Match my pressure. Okay, so you could probably benefit from both of these. But I'm just gonna start you on just the adrenal desiccate this time, or this time. This is more of the urgent support.
Okay.
So if you're having any trouble sleeping, it may help with the dizziness, and help you be able to rest a little bit better. So you just feel like you come down. I don't need you to change anything else really.
Okay.
I just want to see how you do with just.
So I can still take my other supplements?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. You can. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I want you to keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
And we're just going to make 2 simple changes and see if that doesn't help.
Okay.
And then we'll see how that actually also helps.
Okay.
With some of the recovery from that too. So
Perfect.
I'm glad we figured this out
Yeah, me
while you were
too.
still here.
Me
And,
too.
and then I still want you to come back next week.
Okay.
Okay? Any questions?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
good. I'll have you sit up. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and get you scheduled. But
Okay.
then I'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Yay, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate you.